Hey guys, Mr. Muscato with you. Okay, so in part one of this tutorial, we took a look at movie clip symbols, right? So we figured out that movie clip symbol, we can add internal animation to the movie clip symbol, and that by using multiple instances of those movie clip symbols, all in the same layer, we can create relatively complicated looking, all right, background movement. All right, so we add the multiple instances, we rearrange each individual instance a little bit using the free transform tool. So we change the size, we change the rotation, we change the angle, starting position, that sort of thing. And even though all of those symbols have the same instruction set, because of their differences on the stage, right, they're going to all behave or seem to behave a little bit differently. All right, so in this part two, then, so also in part one, right? So we developed our blizzard, right? So we have a pretty full-looking blizzard. So to kind of finish out the project, then we're going to add some scene level movement, which is the truck driving across the road, and then we'll finish up the project that way. All right. So just as a reminder, this is what we're building, or a version of this. All right, so again, it's a road, all right, and a truck driving down the road, and it looks like there's a blizzard going on. All right, so one of the things also that I want you to notice is that as the truck is driving down the road, some of the snowflakes seem to go behind the truck, some of the snowflakes seem to go in front of the truck. All right, so we'll kind of create the same kind of effect there. All right, so when we go back to our project, all right, we had, remember that we had created two different layers, okay, uh, and two different symbols, right? So we had created flake one and we had created flake two. Also remember that if I hit enter at the project level, nothing seems to happen. All right, this is very, very important for you guys to remember. Movie clip symbols do not do their thing. They do not display at the project level, all right, in the project preview. All right, the only way that I can get a movie clip symbol to play, to do its thing, is to actually hit Control Enter or Command Return. Okay, and now there is my blizzard. All right, so I need that player playing for movie clip symbols to do their thing. All right, okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's lock down these two layers right now. All right, I'm going to add a new layer. This layer is going to be between flake 1 and flake 2. This is going to be my road. And the road layer is basically just a background. All right, so how we're going to draw the road, you can do whatever you want. All right, I'm going to basically just draw a black rectangle. All right, so I pick my colors. All right, and I'm going to draw a black rectangle like so. All right, it will extend beyond the outlines of the stage, which is fine. Okay, and then the other thing that I want to do is, I had some stripes in the road. So how you draw your stripes, again, is kind of up to you. I use the paintbrush, all right, with a white color, relatively thick, um, relatively thick size here. Okay, and then if you press and hold the Shift key, all right, you will draw straight lines. All right, so that's one way to do it. Okay, if you don't want to do it that way, right, you can always just kind of freehand it. It's kind of it's kind of hard to see the black paintbrush on the black background on the black road there. All right, but you can do it however you want to do it is fine. Okay, so I have some stripes on the road. All right, good so far, and that's basically my background. All right, pretty straightforward. All right, now the animation does say, right, the project specs do say that the sequence is going to be 5 seconds long. All right, so we're going to do a little math. 5 times 24 is 120. So I do need to extend my layers out to frame 120. All right, so I'm going to go out here. I have 3 layers so far. I'm going to select frame 120 in all 3 layers, and here's a little trick for you guys. All right, if I just select all 3 layers right at frame 120 and I press the F5 key, it adds time frames on all 3 levels, right? So all I did was I extended those 3 layers to 120 frames, okay? Because the next thing that I'm going to do, all right, is I am going to draw the truck, and the truck is going to take about 5 seconds to travel from one end of the stage to the other. Okay, we don't want the truck driving too quickly, right? Because it is snowing outside. All right. Actually, I will. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to position this road layer down below the other 2 layers, right? So I have this movement going on so far. Okay, so kind of the last thing that we need then is our truck. All right. So to add the truck, I'm going to lock that road layer. I have a truck symbol that I brought in before. Okay. I'm going to drop it on the stage. Oops, I need to add I need to add a layer to that. That layer, right, the truck layer is, I'm going to put that between the 2 flake layers. All right, so let me name that truck. Okay, select that first frame, drop my truck on here. Truck is too big, that's fine. I'm going to turn him into a symbol real quick. Convert to symbol, truck. All right, then using the free transform tool, I will resize him. I don't want to screw up his aspect ratio, so I'm going to press and hold the shift key as I resize him. All right, and I want to get him to approximately, you know, a decent road size. All right, so that's probably pretty good there. Okay, I'm going to actually back out in terms of the zoom a little bit, all right, just so I have a little bit more room to play with here so I can see what's going on. All right, I'm going to start the truck off stage. I'm going to add a motion tween to them. All right, and the motion tween is going to take all 5 seconds. So to get from one end to the other, all right, I'm going to select the last frame, and then I do want to pull them in a relatively straight line. All right, so I want them to end about there. Okay, so I'm just going to test that. All right, he seems to be moving more or less straight. Okay, we could probably lower him a little bit at the beginning and at the end. Let me zoom back in. All right, so let's see where he's at the beginning. Okay, so at the beginning, he's there. I'm going to actually just drop him a little bit. All right, there. And at the end, I'm going to do kind of the same thing, just drop him a little bit. About there. All right, and that's the movement that we have. All right, so it takes about 5 seconds, but I do want the truck to start off stage and end off stage, right? Because it's going to look like the truck, you know, there's going to be like a convoy or a bunch of trucks or whatever, or just the same truck going by, you know, over and over and over again, which is fine. Okay, if I test this, all right, there we go. All right, so I have my truck driving down the road. Some snowflakes are behind, some snowflakes are in front. All right, and I have a pretty full looking blizzard going on around that truck. Okay, good so far. Last thing that I want to do, all right, so let me lock that truck layer. All right, last thing that I want to do is I want to put my name on this thing. Name can be wherever you want it to be. All right, I'm going to, you could add a new layer. I'm going to use the road layer to put my name on this. Okay, all the other layers are locked. Let me just hide that layer real quick. I'm just going to use the text tool here. All right, nope, hold on a second. I'm on the wrong layer. There we go, that's where I want to be. Okay. I'm going to select a different color for my name. Gray is probably not a good idea. All right, I'll make something nice and bright like red. Okay. That could be a little bit bigger too, so I go to properties. All right, increase the size a little bit. All right, to maybe 39. Okay, hit Command Enter, and there we go. All right, nice, fully completed Blizzard project. All right, so that's basically it for this project. Okay, again, we took a look at the capabilities of movie clip symbols, the ability to use multiple instances of movie clip symbols, and then we combined internal animation of the movie clip symbol. All right, and then the truck, right, which is also a movie clip symbol but does not have its own internal animation, right? We just use a scene level motion tween for that. All right, that's basically it. Good luck with this project. If you have any questions, please swing by and see me. And until next time, this is Mr. Mascaro. Have a good night.